Okay, so how are you guys? Hope it's been a good afternoon. Well, we started from, let's say, very scientific part, and we came to kind of mid-level scientific. This is more of a, let's say, business talk. We have some scientific part coming up, but the real problem that we're actually facing right now is conversational computing, and what are the applications that what we're doing right now. The company is called Get Jenny, and my name is Teemu Kinos. So we started this about a year ago with the business side, and we really much focused on how to build value for enterprises, and how could we use AI and machine learning for the operations as well as interactions. So we started with pretty big enterprise from Finland, and we analyzed their conversations, basically customer support, and especially customer support chats. And we found the real challenge over there, that 80% is repeatable. It's all the same. How do I know this? I actually worked in customer support 10 years ago, and it's on daily basis, all the time, same tasks, same conversations, same questions. So we thought like, okay, easy peasy, let's do this. So we kind of designed the whole business around this, and we came up to the conclusion of how could we actually have this interaction center 2.0, which has 4 elements. First of all, we can have these routine interactions and conversations through Jenny, and then you would have these components that would teach Jenny forward, and more they use our software, more and more Jenny can handle the interactions because they are mostly routine. Well, this leads into that the service can be, always on. Like right now, even the biggest enterprises cannot afford to have support people working 24/7, and like I mentioned in the last slide, that most of the interactions are, repeatable. So might as well, let's do this. Which leads to, of course, improved customer experience because the service is better. You don't have any, queues to get the support or anything like this. So who we are? There's 6 of us. 4 of us started this. I was the business development guy and the business guy basically. Then there was Angelo Leto, who's been working 10-15 years with machine learning and developing security critical algorithms. Then Mikko Malmari was from the previous company, basically doing the integrations and making Jenny to talk with other systems. And it's based on the research that Mario Leemi basically started 20 years ago while he was doing his PhD in CERN. And then 2 other guys, 4. These 4 were the founders of Jenny, and then Gergo and Miika joined the board for the business side. So now we've gone, the 80% that interactions could be done by machines. Sounds perfect, right? But in a perfect world, like this is actually very good lead that from the previous talk, that the data is horrible. The data is horrible that you get from the clients. The conversational conversations from the chat logs are not even really like typed properly. So it's very hard to actually analyze them and build these models around them. So in a perfect world, we could have, if the data would have been very good, we could have used neural networks, and we tried different kind of things and different kind of angles on how could we actually bring value to the table. So we had 4 challenges basically. For enterprise, if they think that 20,000 conversations is big enough data sample for us to start working. And I was trying to explain to them that you understand that 20,000 conversations is like a drop in an ocean, that you cannot build any kind of language models with this kind of data sample. They responded to me, well, this is what you get. We're like, okay, well, it's gonna be pretty hard, but we'll try our best. Then the next one was that it's very low quality. There's no standardized answers. There's no standardized replies. So we had to start, doing the standard replies, doing the basically the conversational flows by hand, and then it started working little by little. Then the third challenge is that even though we're talking English right now, the customer was in Finland. We needed to work on Finnish customer support, so there was not a whole lot of language models available. And then the fourth part is that there's no possibility to have false positive answers. So let's say that this is a customer support chat, and we give the wrong answer. Well, you can't really give a wrong answer. Let's say that our three major segments is banking. You can't really give bad banking advices. Insurance, well, the same thing goes over there. And the third one is healthcare. So you can't really give bad healthcare tips. Someone might die. So in a perfect world, where we started, building the hypothesis of the business perspective, sounds like a, very easy task to do. And but we've gone through these challenges now, and so what we tried to, we tried to do very fast things. So how could we actually do this by minimal, development time and without building our whole new technology stack around it? So we started, thinking that what are the solutions on the market. So we tried ChatScript. Okay, good things that it's open source. There's bunch of help. There's huge categorization of words. Sounds good, but it's not very good. It needs a lot of effort to actually handle, all rule-based. There's not a whole lot of community around it. And again, it's only on English. So this is what we came up with, is StarChat. It's our own technology. Yes, we call it YACS, yet another conversational software. Do we actually really need one? So where do we want to go with StarChat is actually like with these four challenges, is that we are aiming for security critical environments. So in these support interactions that you cannot really give bad advices to. So right now, we are going live with our first customer. Probably, we were supposed to be there this month. We were supposed to be there during summer, but hopefully we'll be there later on this fall. So right now, we're basically building a community around StarChat. So what we're trying to do is that we could support multiple languages. We support 3 languages right now. So if any one of you guys has a perfect language model in their back pocket, please, come in front and we can implement that to the StarChat. But our real value where we're trying to go, which is probably not for whole lot of people over here, but we're trying to aim for non-technical people that you would not need PhDs to actually do these conversational flows and implement different kind of conversational tools into your startup, your company, your enterprise, or for your if you want to resell it. So you would not need to be highly technical to actually run these conversational tools. And we're implementing different kind of advanced machine learning technologies in the get-go. But what we learned is that even though there's more modern technologies available, they don't really bring any value to the game right now because, again, the quality of the data is pretty bad and it's very small data packages. So we try to do with minimal technical development in that sense as well. So what are we doing right now? Okay, these couple of slides are a little bit technical, and Mario Lemi was supposed to be here and talking about the technical development of Jenny, basically. What we're working right now is document similarity, so we could understand the patterns, what are the patterns in the conversations, and then right now the Star Chat is basically, you can find it from GitHub as well. We're basically supporting people to develop a UI for the chat, for the dialogues. And then in the future, kind of going from state to another one through pattern finding. So we could have these conversations that doesn't really have any states or like pre-made patterns, but you could kind of go around different kind of states without minimal technological development. So this is a corporate secret. So this is our hiring method. So if you're into conversational tools and building the next evolution of conversational technology, go to github.com/getjenny. This is our hiring method. So if you can implement it and do a pull request, go for it and shoot us an email. We try to actually bring this into the whole community so we could actually have multiple language supports by the end of this year. Right now, we're, like I said, we're supporting Finnish, English, as well as Italian. This was the short speech, I guess. Any questions that are not highly technical? We could utilize those, yeah, but we try to be like what the basic idea for the beginning is that we understand what is the input and then just provide the answer. So there would not be yes, no, different kind of a tree that you need to follow, the different kind of path to get to the actual customer operator or anything like that. So we actually try to give them valuable advices on how to do something. It's usually it's more of a guiding in this sense. So our idea is basically getting value as fast as possible to the enterprise. So we try to guide them first before we can actually do something more technical, or from transferring money or getting insurances or something like this. So yeah, I think this answers somehow. Okay, hey. This is the short speech. Please go to GitHub and join the community, and let's start working with the next evolution of conversational computing. Thank you, guys.